This lesson is on finding rates, or sometimes you'll hear them called unit rates. Rates are similar to ratios, but they're expressed in a per unit form. So instead of saying 5 miles per 1 hour, we say 5 miles per hour. So you could write it as a ratio. You could say 55 miles per 1 hour. You can write it like that, and you will write it like this whenever we do proportions. But whenever we're writing unit rate, we just write miles per hour, or mph. We abbreviate it. Or 4 candies for $1, instead of writing 4 candies for one. Oh, my pen's messing up here. $1. We just write 4 for $1, or 4 candies per $1. So if you could say the word per in there, then you know that it should be written in rate form. You can express rates in decimal or fractional form. Whatever form seems easiest for you to write your rates in, you can use that. A lot of people like decimals. Some people really like their fractions, so it doesn't matter which form you want to use. You can say somebody can run 5.5 miles per hour, or 5.5 miles per hour. Whichever one seems to make the most sense for you, that's the form you should use. Sometimes you'll be given a word problem and you have to figure out what the per unit is. You have to find out the unit rate. So we're given here, Gino ran 15 miles in 3 hours. Well, it doesn't give us a miles per hour rate, so we have to say 15 miles per 3 hours. Now, the nice thing is, once you have your per unit rate set up, miles per hour, you just divide the two numbers. So change this to mile hour rate very easily by dividing the numerator by the denominator. 15 divided by 3, 5 miles per hour, or 5 mph. So if you are given these numbers here, or this scenario, you're just going to set it up as a math problem. You're going to say 15 miles per 3 hours. Now, since we wanted it in miles per hour, we put miles on top. So then the number that goes with miles goes right beside it. The number that goes with hours goes right beside it. You divide the numerator by the denominator and you get your final answer. 5 miles per hour, or 5 mph. Okay, we want to write a unit rate to represent each situation. So we're going to write it in a per unit form. Now, do we want to know how much it costs per song, or how many songs you can get for $1? Well, in this case, we want to know how many, or how much it costs per song. So we're going to put dollars on top and the number of songs on the bottom. So we put 396 on top and 4 on the bottom. So we want to know how much it costs per song. So now you're going to take your calculator and you're going to take 3.96 divided by 4, and you get 0.99. So you get 0.99 per one song. So it would be 99 cents per song. The bakery set a price of 30 cents for 3 cookies. They do this so that you'll buy 3 cookies. They make you think you have to buy the 3 cookies to get the deal. Well, we want to know, how much does it cost for 1 cookie? So we're going to put our dollar amount on the top, 30 cents for 3 cookies. So you take 30 cents and divide that by 3, and you're going to end up with 10 cents per cookie. When you are setting up a unit rate, you want to look to see how you want your unit rate to end up being. So you're given minutes and miles. Do you want to know, well, it took a boy 20 minutes to walk 2 miles. We want to know how long did it take him to walk 1 mile? Or on average, long would it take him to walk 1 mile? So we want to know the time. So we want to put minutes on top and miles on the bottom. So we want to know how many minutes does it take to walk 1 mile, minutes per mile. So we're going to put 20 up top and 2 on the bottom. We put 20 up top because that goes with minutes and 2 goes with miles. So you end up with 10 minutes per mile. And that would be your per unit rate. A car travels 120 miles on 6 gallons of gas. You hear very often whenever you're looking at a new car or you see cars being advertised, they say, oh, we get this many miles per gallon. So in this case, we want to know how many miles do we go per gallon? How many miles do we get to drive per gallon? So we have 120 miles for 6 gallons. So we just divide these numbers, 120 divided by 6, and you get 20. So you get 20 miles per gallon. Okay, now we're going to look at movie tickets. The kids paid $37.50 for 5 movie tickets. We want to know how much does each movie ticket cost. Maybe one person went up and bought all the tickets and now you have to pay that person back. How much does one movie ticket cost? Well, we want to know how much does it cost per ticket. What is the cost per ticket? So that's the first thing you want to do is figure out where do your units go. We want to know how much it costs per ticket. So we have $37.50 over 5. So it's $37.50 for 5 tickets. You take $37.50 divided by 5 and you end up with $7.50. So it would be $7.50 per ticket.